Hey y'all, good morning. So today is gonna be a day in the life. Y'all see I got this hair. Girl, look at all that gray. Ooh, that's why I keep something on my head, y'all. So I'm about to jump in this shower. Not showing too much because I'm about to jump in this shower. And I'm gonna wash my hair, condition it, blow dry it. Let me get my day started. Oh, look at all this. All this came out of my hair. It's a mess. Not even including what's on the floor, y'all. Hey y'all, so I'm in the car. I am heading to pick up my groceries. Y'all, I hate washing my hair. You ever be getting dressed and by the time you finish getting dressed and getting ready, you tired, you don't even want to go nowhere? That's how I feel right now. And it's raining. So I have 4 places I need to, and look at my nails, y'all. I took all the press up. Look at that discoloration. I don't know where that come from. Once I was done with the wigs, but once I took those clip-ins out, I like the curly clip-ins, but where I went wrong is I wasn't putting mousse on my curls, and they were just getting bigger and bigger throughout the day. And I don't like the big curl, the big hair curl look with those. I like the wet curl look, and it's just like flat down. So I took those out, and just threw my wig on, y'all. I don't have, y'all know I didn't glue it down or anything, so it's just on my head. I took the blow dryer and blow dried through it, and then I took the hot comb and just hot comb through it, and this is the look. So I like it. My daughter would talk trash because she would say it's sitting on top of my head. Oh, y'all, it is a real nasty day today. I hate driving in the rain. Oh, my goodness. Then I'm coming to pick these groceries up. They got to walk out here in this rain. I ain't got no tip money. I mean, I got, I ain't got no small bills. Then this car parked right beside me. I'm just going to let the people put the stuff in the trunk. So as I was pulling into this parking lot, y'all, I'm hungry. And I have never ordered food from a food truck before. And I want to try it. They got ribs, y'all. Yeah, I hate that they're doing this in the rain. I want to put some lipstick on, y'all. I got so much lipstick. This is a Sephora. It's a rainy day. I feel like this color. This is a Sephora. So y'all, I'm gonna go by that food truck and give me something to eat. So this is some like chrome like gloss that I love from Sephora. Y'all, I love this look right here. I love this, y'all, but I feel like this is that gloss that I went to get when I was going to Sephora, and it had moved because I have ran out of this. I like this, but I feel like this is more so if you're like going to a club or a night out. I don't feel like this is an everyday, but I'm putting it on today. Let's go see what they got at this food truck, y'all. I try. Lord, this earring heavy. I can't stand no heavy earrings. Well, it's probably because because that earlobe split, y'all. If y'all can see, my earlobe split when I was younger due to wearing big earrings and it pulling. I didn't even feel it when it split. It just split, and then one day I realized my earlobe was split. Anyway, take that one out. But anyway, yeah, he's gonna bring it to me. So I tried to do good. I got the rib dinner, y'all. It's a $20 meal. It comes with a drink. I got mac and cheese, and I got double green beans. So as far as carbs, the mac and cheese and the barbecue sauce on the ribs. I'm waiting on my rib dinner, y'all. The longer I wait, the hungrier I get. But I like this wig, y'all. I've had this wig on. Y'all see I just pulled it down because it's not glued down. I've had this wig on before. Y'all see where I chopped it up myself trying to do like layers. And then the wig, I don't know the density. I actually purchased this wig from my niece. I think it's 24 inches. I think it's 24 inches. I chopped it up and I tried to do like layers in it. And when I curl it, it do have the layers. It does show. But for some reason, I feel like this side of the wig is much thinner than this side. And I don't know. And I just put it on and I ran the hot comb through it. But I like it. I think it's cute, y'all. Oh, here you go. I think this is my rib dinner. Y'all, let me let y'all see. Okay, y'all, so this is it. This is the ribs, mac and cheese. The green beans look real dry, but we'll see. And I got a soda with it, so I'm gonna go ahead and start eating now, y'all, because I'm hungry shit. And we got a canned soda, y'all. Is this worth $20? The green beans are good, even though they look dry. Okay, mac and cheese, it's okay. I need a little bit of salt, but then I'm gonna just say my family say I season food too heavy, so. The weather is horrible, y'all. Horrible. But you know, I'm just gonna take this ride. I'm gonna stop by Dollar General and get me some nails because I just don't even feel right with my hands looking like this. I got a call from my job today. So I think y'all remember me telling y'all about the position I have is mainly the charting and assessment. I just basically chart and do assessment. You know, just the basic, to me that's just basic nursing. The med nurse usually administers all the medication, all the immunizations, things like that. The med nurse does. The med nurse even do the treatments like the skin treatments. At one time I thought the RNs do that, but the med nurse actually does that as well. So I'm pretty good at the med nurse job. And I've said it on here before. I actually prefer being the med nurse because time goes by so fast. So this past week every shift that I came in, every shift that I've gone in for like the past 2 weeks, I've been the med nurse. Sometimes it's not because I had to be, but it was like they asked me, you know, what do you want to do? Because most of all the nurses there, they don't want to be the med nurse. Like most of the RNs, I'm gonna say 99% of them do not want to be the med nurse. And to find one that doesn't have a problem with being the med nurse, me, it's like they just be like so happy. Especially when I work with my older coworkers, because it's a lot to be in that med nurse. Like I have found myself able to do it within 2 hours. I'm able to give all the meds out. I start at 8 a.m. and I'm giving my last med at like 10 a.m. For the morning med pass. Now the rest of the med pass, it takes me 30 minutes to 45 minutes for the afternoon and 30 to 45 for the evening. But that morning takes a full 2 hours for me. So I know for some of my coworkers it's probably like 3 hours because I know they probably move slower than I do. Hey, there wasn't, when we was leaving last night, I was finishing up my care plan. Y'all, I'm starting to stay late, even later than 8 o'clock. Like I'm being there at 8:30, 8:45 because my check was so pitiful. It was less than what it was the last time. And I'm almost at my wit's end. And if it's so much of me not staying till 8 o'clock, honey, I'm gonna stay till 8:30 on every shift I work. I just bite the bullet 8:30. The past 2 shifts I was there until like 8:45. I don't care. I need my money. My last paycheck was, this paycheck I just got was probably $800 to $900 less than what it's supposed to be. And if it's all attributed to me not staying till 8:30, then until 8 o'clock, then I'm gonna stay to 8:30. I'm gonna stay to 8:45 because there's no way. I still believe something was wrong with my checks. I'm going to HR. I'm physically gonna go to HR, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna figure out what's going on. I feel like, and I feel like the people that work with me feel the same way, that I do such a good job that when I leave, they'll let me come back. So I got a call this morning from my supervisor because the 2 nurses that were working, both of them, they hate going in the med room. They hate it. so they called me not even 8 o'clock, and it was like, they want to know is there any way you can come in to just help pass the morning meds. And y'all, I kind of, because when I left last night, I told them I'm off for the next 5 days. I don't know how it worked out that way, but that's what I'm off. And so, you know, they called, they were struggling, I guess. My coworkers called me to see if I would come in for just till about 9 o'clock to come in with the med pass, but I couldn't, y'all. Y'all already see. My day has been full already. Today I'm heading to, I think it's Somerville. Let me roll this window up. I think I'm going to Somerville, and maybe it's Charleston. I'm not sure exactly where that line divides to make it from Somerville to Charleston. But I'm going, supposedly it was supposed to be brunch with a friend of mine, but this time got pushed back. And so it ends up being dinner, but it's going to be at this spot called the Playground. It is Somerville, because I think this is the same spot I went to around Christmas time. Yeah, so we're supposed to have been doing brunch, but it's going to be mixed with a little bit of music, a little bit of, a little bit of everything. And so I feel like I'm not appropriately dressed. That's more to me of a nighttime spot where you get dressed up and stuff. I don't know. I think it's like a lounge. I think it's more considered to be a lounge, but that one time that we went there, it was nighttime, so people were dressed kind of clubby. What I have on now is not giving club at all. I have on like sandals, and some jeggings and one of those long, like plaid-like shirts. But anyway, y'all, this is like 5:30. I haven't had anything to eat because it was supposed to have started out being brunch, then it got pushed back to like 4 o'clock. Now it's got pushed back to 7 o'clock. And so I'm gonna go get me something to eat, because I know, food in those places are kind of pricey. And so I thought we were going to like a restaurant type thing, or a bar, maybe to get some wings and some drinks. But these type of lounge places, they charge a lot. Like, their food be pricey. So I'm gonna go to my spot here in my hometown that I like to go to, called Fish and Wings, and I'm about to go get me some fish and some wings. I try to do a little something with my face. I told my guy last night, and I told him I really think I'm gonna go ahead and look into getting some chin lipo. He told me don't mess with it. He told me just try to lose the weight. He was like, you don't need to do that. Just try to lose the weight. You can do it. And he was like, you could lose the weight and get rid of that. And I was like, I know, but I really think I'm gonna go ahead and try to look at. If I don't have this chin off me by the summer, y'all, it's March. If this chin is not gone by the end of April, I'm going to go ahead and make plans to look into getting some chin lipo. If I don't lose enough weight to get this chin off me, then I'm going to go ahead, because you can look right now at the camera, it's horrible. I want to have that nice point to my face. That even looks like doing that right there just looks a whole 100% better. All right, y'all, so I just want y'all to see, this is the fish. You get 2 pieces of fish, 5 chicken, and that rice under there, and that coleslaw, and you get a drink. So we are on our way. I just finished eating. It was good as usual, because y'all know I always say I be watching these people reels and all kind of stuff, and there's one particular girl who always talks about long-term care. She's an LPN. She's been working long-term care, I don't even know how long. She's always saying stuff derogatory about it, like she's stuck in it and she hates it, but she still do it. And I just want y'all to know, and I'm talking to LPNs, RNs, they already know this, because y'all know for it to be an RN, your options are basically endless on places you can work. And I've done a video about this, but I think I need to just reinstate it for those new subscribers, because I know a lot of people don't go back and watch old videos. But I just want to say, if you're an LPN, please never feel like you're stuck in long-term care, okay? There are plenty other jobs you can do. There are plenty other positions you can play. There are plenty other outlets for LPNs besides long-term care. Because this particular person, she makes these little videos of rants, I call them rants, about long-term care. And it's like, it's giving you really don't want to work there. And in my opinion, I feel like you're there for the money. Now, I'm not knocking anybody doing something for money, but to me, if you put money above your mental health and your mental well-being, then I don't want to hear nothing you got to say negative or not derogatory about what you're doing, because you don't even love yourself enough, my opinion. If you don't have your mental health, you might as well be physically disabled. You might as well be physically disabled, in my opinion. A lot of people feel like physical disability is the worst disability you have, but in my opinion, being mentally disabled is par and par with being physically disabled when it comes to your activities of daily life and, you know, living a full, fulfilling life. And if you're someone who works in long-term care and you hate it with a passion, but you're still going, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, because as LPNs, there are other outlets. They may be harder to get into, and they may not be as hard, but they are hiring just as much as long-term care. Y'all don't know how many, in the state I live in, y'all don't know how many billboards I've come across where they're looking for nurses in the Department of what is it, Justice? DOJ? The Department of Justice. They're looking for nurses to work in the prison systems. And those nurses make good money. Those nurses have great benefits. I'm pretty sure the benefits, and I'm pretty sure because I'm working in state government right now, I'm positive those benefits are better than private companies. A lot of private companies, I'm pretty sure better than what you'll get working in long-term care. There is doctor offices. You can work in a doctor office as an LPN. Now, those jobs may be a little harder to come across, and the pay might not be as well. But if you're full-time in a doctor office, you can moonlight in long-term care just to make a little extra money. But at least you're not always in long-term care. There are, you can work in DHEC. You can work as an immunization nurse. You can work as a WIC nurse. There's different things you can do as an LPN besides working in long-term care. Why stay somewhere where you're miserable? And I mean, I'm not going to say it kind of do get under my skin to hear her, because then it'd be a whole thread of people, like, I ain't going to say co-signing. Some of them be telling her, you know, well, it's good to know you love what you do, sarcastically, because, girl, you don't love what you do. You there for the money. You need to just come out with a video. She making these little reels talking about she's stuck in long-term care. She's stuck there. She's stuck there. It's like it has a hold on her. She's stuck there. No, honey, that money got a hold on you. It ain't long-term care. If you got paid that same amount of money to go work in a doctor office, you would go work in that doctor office. You don't love long-term care. You love the money. And she is the definition of a person who do something solely for the money. And I almost, like, I would hate to be a patient of hers. I would hate to have a family member in the facility that she works with, and she's making these videos basically saying how, you know, if you can read between the lines, she's saying she hates the type of work that she does. And not everybody's gonna love long-term care, and I kudos to those people who know it's not for them and they leave. Because I don't care how bad the facility needs you. If you know it's not for you and you know this ain't what you want to do, they leave. They don't sit and complain. They leave. They find something else. You can go work in an assisted living facility as an LPN. You may not make as much. A lot of places you can go work, you probably won't make as much money in long-term care, but you won't have that mental stress. It won't be stressful. In one of the videos, she was saying that people look at long-term care, like when she tell them I work in long-term care, they be like, ooh, long-term care. Honey, I'm saying, people saying, oh, long-term care probably got their family members in one and never go see them. You know what I'm saying? It's so, like, long-term care get a bad rap altogether. The elderly people, and there's not just elderly in long-term care. You know, in American culture, honey, we love to throw it away to elderly people, and y'all know my heart is, I prefer elderly. I prefer to be around elderly people and children more than I prefer to be around people of my age and younger, like 20, 30, 40, 50. I can pretty much like do without some of y'all. But once you hit like 60 and above, and then children are so vulnerable, it breaks my heart to see a sick child. And if I know if I get confronted with an abusive parent, I probably want to fight the parent, not gonna lie. I probably would want to fight the parent if I come across a child who's been abused. So I stay away from children. I stay away from kids. But I love the elderly. You know, they make me laugh. I enjoy working with them. Some of them can be mean, and like I've complained about some of them before. You know, they be on an individual level. I don't lump them all together. The family members aggravate my nerves more than the patients, to be honest with you. But I had a patient the other day where I worked. Let me tell you, and I was laughing about it because, honey, she was telling me something. And I repeated what she told me to a coworker because she was telling me something that it was all out there, you know. And I repeated it to a coworker, and she heard me repeat it. And she said, "You ain't nothing." She said, "Don't ever repeat nothing I tell you. You ain't nothing but a clown." Y'all, some people would have took offense to that, but that thing had me laughing. And you know who my response was? My response was, not a whole clown. And she was like, yeah, you ain't nothing but a clown. Don't ever repeat nothing I say. Stuff like that be funny to me. I don't take stuff like that offensive. I had one, I had to, you know, she told me, I had a patient, I wanted to do a body audit on her. And she told me, she was like, I must be one of them old, excuse my language, but this is what she said. She said, I must be one of them old bulldaggers to want to look at her body. And I told her, I was like, bulldagger? I said, ma'am, I have 5 children. And you know what she bust out and tell me? She said, oh, 5 children? Hell, I ain't trying to be none of the baby daddies. Stuff like that be funny to me. I don't get offended when, like, I mean, maybe you gotta have thick skin, but stuff like that be funny to me. I don't get offended by that. Like when I got hired where I got hired, I was told that, you know, some of the workers, they're gonna call you all kind of things. They're gonna go all talk about all up under your clothes and stuff like that. And that stuff don't bother me from the elderly. It just be having me laughing. One told us the other day we ain't nothing but some black uneducated BITCHs. You know, that stuff be funny to me. That stuff don't bother me. But I guess it's coming from the elderly, because if it was coming from somebody my age, I'd be ready to, you know, we going word for word. But it's coming from the elderly, stuff like that don't bother me. But to hear the way this person drags long-term care, I'm like, why are you still there? Ain't that amount of money to sit somewhere and be miserable, in my opinion. It ain't enough money to sit somewhere and be miserable. Even if you don't want to quit because you need the money, decrease your hours. Decrease your hours. Work part-time or PRN and go find employment somewhere else that's not going to be so mentally draining. Because I don't know why people don't think mental health is as important as physical health. You rather sit here and torture yourself mentally working on a job that you just be. Let me tell you, the way I feel, the way this person seems to feel about long-term care is how I felt about the hospital. The old prize hospital that people feels like is the epitome of nursing for some reason was so stressful to me. I was so miserable. I ran my tail back to long-term care. And I'm not going to constantly drag the hospital every time I get a chance. I even tell some people, you know, it's not all hospitals. It's one hospital I worked in, but the whole environment of being in the hospital, being closed in, stuff like that, it's not for me. I feel like a caged bird in the hospital. Like I can't step off the floor or somebody going to cold, you know, so that's not for me. But I won't constantly drag the hospital and the hospital environment.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Dorchester Road.
I won't constantly drag the hospital environment, the acute care environment, because it wasn't for me. Because apparently that seems to be epitome of what all nurses want to achieve to do. So it's for some people, it's just not for me. I even contemplated quitting the job I'm at, y'all. And it's not because I'm miserable, it's because I was so bored that I would almost think that I got a touch of ADD, because I get so, I guess it's not, I'm not going to say ADD because I can pay attention. I think I'm a little hyper when it comes to certain things, because I don't like to just sit still and sit down, and I don't like to just sit still and sit down and just be if my mind is not stimulated. And if there's nothing going, like I was so bored to death that the first like 2 weeks I thought about quitting. And that's why I don't mind them putting me in the med room, because I'm constantly doing something and the day is going by, the time is going by quickly. And so that's a benefit for me, the med room, even though I think, they try to throw me in there every time I work. And I told them 2 days in a row in the med room, I can do that. But by that third shift, I probably gonna want to come out of there, not because I'm mentally drained, but because it is a lot physically on my body, all that twisting and turning and scanning and twisting. It is a lot physically on my body. But if they space my days out, like if I do 2 days back to back in the med room, then I'm off for 2 days. When I come back, I can do the med room again. But yeah, so I just wanted to put that little bit in here about long-term care. Let you know, there's other professions you can work. There's other facilities and other types of, what paths to take with your LPN. You do not have to work in long-term care. Go be an insurance nurse. Go work for Blue Cross Blue Shield or Cigna or some of these other insurance agencies. They hire LPNs. Like I said, go on, if you want a federal job, go check out the federal base and different bases in your community and see what doctor offices and things are hiring LPNs in there, because they utilize LPNs a lot. Just just find something different. Don't sit here and constantly, because like I said, if I was one of those, if I saw you and I went into a long-term care setting and my family member was in this setting, I would not want to put, if I was to go in and I see that you're the nurse in the long-term care place that my family is in, I'm automatically catching attitude, because I already know you don't like your job. So if you don't like your job, how is that going to trickle down to how you treat my family? But anyway, the next clip, I should be at my destination. Y'all, it's almost 7 o'clock and I'm sleepy. Eating that food got me sleepy. Child, it's a mess. I can go somewhere and lay down and go to sleep now, even though I just came out the house about 5 o'clock.
So people get money.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you working in Columbia now?
Department of Mental Health.
Oh, you working with the state? It's good. It's less money though, right?
Well, you know what?
It is good.
I think that's pretty good.
They give you opportunities. What's your day on?
I work 3 days a week, 3 12s.
So you make it paid.
Hey y'all, so I am back. This is actually the next day. I am heading home. I just wanted to come and close out the vlog because I really didn't show y'all much of the spot I went to last night. I really didn't show y'all much of the spot I went to last night. So the spot is called, and if y'all see my little, I just wanted to throw them on for no reason at all, because I haven't had a chance to wear them because I bought them in the winter time, and I know they're old to a lot of people now, but they're those sunglasses everyone, the influencers stuff, they were buying from off Amazon, and I didn't get a chance to wear mine because I bought them in the winter time. I got these, and I have I keep them in my car, y'all. As soon as that sun hit, I'm about to wear them out. So I got these and I got the gold ones. They are so cute. They're pretty much transparent. I can see right through them, no problem, honey. When the summer hit, I'm telling y'all, every summer I'm gonna have, every day of the summer I'm gonna have on this pair or the other pair, and I might go back and try to buy the green pair. So I just threw them on just because I wanted to look a little jazzy. Anyway, I didn't close out the vlog I'm back to close out the vlog. I didn't show y'all much of what we did last night. So we started at this place called the Playground. We were going just for like brunch, so I wasn't, dressed for like party club night. I just thought we was gonna get some wings and some drinks. Well, the place called the Playground, it was open, but they were like, no one was there but the workers. They were just getting set up. From what we were told, that place really doesn't get a crowd. It really doesn't even start doing much of anything till about 10 o'clock at night. And so we left there. We ended up going to this place called Chill and Grill. It was all right, y'all. So the place the setup is nice. It's a bar. Basically, on one side it has a live performance, like a person doing live performance. On the other side, it's basically the bar area with tables, seating tables and stuff like that. So I'm gonna tell you, the setup was nice. The drinks to me were weak. My homeboy, he was there. He said he was feeling nice, but y'all, I had 2 Patron shots. I had a strawberry daiquiri. I had some other type of tequila drink, and then I had a vodka drink. I felt absolutely nothing. I felt nothing at all. And I think what makes it worse is that the music isn't good. It's going to be a terrible night for me. I can go somewhere and if there's 5 people there, but the music is right, 100 them 5 become 100. But it can be 100 people there, and if the music is horrible, that 100 is 0 to me. Like nothing matters. And the music was that DJ. They do not need to bring him back. I feel like if you're a DJ and you don't see the people up dancing, then that tells you you're not good at your job. And so it is what it is. I feel like that. We spent money. I got me a cheesecake. I purchased myself 3 drinks, and my homeboy, he saw I wasn't feeling it, so he purchased me 2 shots. He was trying to get me more shots and more drinks, but I was like, it's not going to help anything because the music is horrible. So anyway, I think me and my homegirl, we're going to try the Playground in probably about 2 weeks when I'm off on the weekend again. Because y'all know I said March I was back outside. I rested January, I rested February, March I'm back outside. The weather is warming up, and so yeah, It wasn't much of nothing. I know I be going places and tell y'all I'm a film, but I honestly, either I'm having so much fun I forget to film, or it's so boring and I don't want to film much because it's like boring. But you know, I got a couple things in here to show y'all. But anyway, I just dropped off some equipment that I had accidentally taken from my PRN job last time I worked. And y'all, I'm heading home. My flooring came in, so I'm about to go home and I'm about to do my floors, and I'm gonna have a video and I'm gonna show y'all that with the flooring. So anyway, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Okay, bye.